Greengage plum, the green jewel of the plum world. Today, we're exploring the greengage plum, a fruit that appears humble on the outside but hides one of the richest, most elegant flavors in the entire plum family. With its bright green skin, soft golden flesh, and honey-like sweetness, this plum has been cherished by royalty, chefs, and growers for centuries. Let's uncover the story of the greengage, the plum that proves color means nothing, and flavor means everything. The greengage plum has an ancient lineage, tracing its roots back to regions stretching across Persia, the Caucasus, and Anatolia. Early wild forms of this fruit were small, tart, and mostly green, but over centuries, cultivation transformed it into a remarkably sweet variety. The fruit eventually traveled west, arriving in France in the 16th century. Here it found the climate, soil, and human patience needed to become legendary. French growers refined it into the Reine Claude variety, named after Queen Claude, wife of King Francis I, after she famously adored it. By the 17th century, the greengage reached England, where its name was set in stone, the Greengage, after Sir William Gage, who introduced the trees to British orchards. Since then, it has remained one of Europe's most treasured dessert plums. Greengage plums stand out immediately, small, round, and strikingly green even when fully ripe. The skin can have slight yellow tones or faint amber spots, but the signature color remains. Inside, the flesh turns golden, soft, and fragrant, with a flavor often described as honey mixed with apricot and floral nectar. It's richer, sweeter, and more complex than most plums, almost like nature's version of candy. Because of this, chefs consider the greengage one of the finest plums in the world. It's used in jams, tarts, pastries, and high-end desserts where sweetness and aroma matter. Even raw, the fruit delivers a full sensory experience, juicy, aromatic, and deeply satisfying. Greengage plums may be small, but nutritionally they pack a strong profile. They're rich in vitamin C, vitamin A, fiber, potassium, and natural antioxidants. The fruit's high fiber content helps regulate digestion, while its phytonutrients support heart health and immunity. Its natural sugars provide quick energy, balanced by the acidity and fiber found in the skin. Compared to other plums, greengage varieties tend to be slightly higher in natural sweetness and polyphenols, making them both satisfying and nourishing. Across Europe, the greengage is considered a heritage fruit, traditional, delicate, and worth preserving. French pastry chefs use it in their finest seasonal desserts. English gardeners still grow heirloom greengage trees as symbols of quality and nostalgia. In many countries, the fruit marks the late summer season, appearing in farmers' markets as a short-lived delicacy. Because greengage trees produce less fruit and require careful handling, their harvest is smaller, making them more prized. Their flavor also makes them perfect for jams. A single spoon of greengage jam can taste like sunshine trapped in a jar. Today, greengage plums are grown in France, the UK, Germany, Spain, New Zealand, and parts of Turkey. While global production is limited compared to standard plums, the fruit has a cult following among chefs, bakers, and fruit enthusiasts. Specialty growers are now reviving old heirloom lines to preserve the unique characteristics of the fruit. As consumers look for authentic, flavor-driven produce, the greengage has quietly become a symbol of quality over quantity. The greengage plum is a reminder that beauty in nature isn't always loud or flashy. Sometimes, the sweetest things hide under a simple green skin. With its royal history, honeyed flavor, and timeless charm, the greengage continues to captivate anyone lucky enough to taste it. Thanks for exploring with me. Stay curious, stay sweet, and keep discovering the hidden gems of the fruit world.